Alright guys, for now let's cover some simple points about general operations. So this actually contains information that all of us wants to know about some general stuff. For example, let's go to a customer module and find an invoice and click any invoice we want. So for any window like this, once you want to print something, you always want to select click the arrow down here and select print dialog. This print dialog is really useful. It's not working here. Alright, this print dialog is really useful. On the upper left corner, it shows the default reports that's gonna be printed, or default papers that's going to be printed. And probably you don't want to print both of them at this time, so you don't have to select delivery notes, say for example. And on the upper right hand, it's gonna be print to file, print preview, printer, email, fax, and all that. And you always want to check print preview, of course. In for example, if you only selected this box, and once you click print, it's not gonna print, but to show you a preview. So because we've selected both boxes on the upper left corner, so it's actually gonna show two previews, one of which is delivery note and another is invoice. So we do have the information here, which is the exactly what's gonna be like once it's printed out. Alright, so this is what you want to know about print. And another thing is that for any creation process, say order creation, new order, any customer, so whatever information you are entering or you have been entering, whatever it is, so whenever you find it wrong or you want to start over, you can always click undo, for which they cancel pretty much everything you've entered, and then you shut this box down, and then you can start over again, and no transactions will be booked. And also another thing about this is that once you think you have saved something, you have just created something or created an order or invoice or anything, and it's once you've done that and you don't find it, shows up in the transaction list. So for example, you've created an invoice but you cannot find this invoice. You always want to go back to the creation box and check under this arrow under save whether it has a save and post. If in any case there is a save and post function, you always want to click that. Otherwise, it is not going to be shown in the transaction list. So, for example, let's do invoice. So the first invoice up here, we do have save and posting here. So if you only save this, you will not be able to find this invoice under receipt. So this is just an example of this. You always want to do save and post after you've done something, whenever it has this function. Alright, so these are some general operations that all of us wants to pay attention to.